Cincinnati Bengals back at home, coming off a painful loss to a team that hadn't won a game. Bear down, feeling just as sick to their stomachs after they had their 4-game win streak snapped to a third-string quarterback.
Wide open, touchdown! Snoop Huntley with a celebration.
So much for both these teams to try and clean up, and both still have plenty of motivation to try and tidy up. Let's start with a positive. Bengals offense has been good for 30-plus points back-to-back weeks, 33 versus Pittsburgh, followed by 38 versus New York, 4 for 9 on third down, 3 for 4 inside the red zone.
Flacco on the keeper. Flacco, touchdown!
Joe Flacco still icy hot, 100-plus rating on the back of 2 touchdowns without being picked off, 2-plus TDs in all 3 of his Bengals starts, no picks, 100-plus rate back-to-back games.
40-year-old, 6'6", 245-pound dad quarterback.
Now he goes after a Bears secondary that was missing 3 starting corners, though Jalen Johnson hasn't been part of the picture since week 1. Bears DBs gave up a 116 rating to Tyler Huntley on 17 of 22 passing, 8.5 yards per attempt allowed, a touchdown, no picks.
You're seeing that comfortability. He floats that one just over the outstretched arm of TJ Edwards.
Bears now giving up a 98 rating, 7.8 yards per attempt, only 2 teams allowing more per try in 2025. 51 yards allowed to Rashad Bateman, 63 to Zay Flowers, and now here comes T and Jamar. Chase with a team-high 91 yards versus the Jets.
Oh boy. And here's Chase. Open green grass in front of him, just lethal.
It was a Marsha game to the extreme. Jamar targeted 19 times versus the Jets. No one else saw 4 in that game. Higgins, the Jan of the bunch, with just 2 targets, with just 2 catches, but he made 1 count for a 44-yard touchdown.
Put some air under it, deep down the field. Higgins wide open for the touchdown.
Higgins has scored in 3 of his last 4, and the Cindy of the bunch, 41 yards last week. Noah Fant, 40-plus yards back-to-back games.
Little sidearm delivery gets it to Fant, who's putting together a nice day for the Bengals.
Bears, with 2 sacks of Huntley on 22 pass attempts, only have 14 all year. Flacco only took 1 sack on 34 Week 8 pass attempts, hasn't been sacked 3-plus times yet. His line also doing it up in the run game lately too. 181 rush yards last week. Samaje Perine, 94 yards, 10.4 per carry, and a TD.
The Cincinnati Bengal offensive line, just clear it out.
And Chase Brown coming in hot, 73 yards, 6.1 a carry, also painted it orange.
Bengals once again in business. Here they go. Brown, where they are carving up this Jets run defense.
That's 3 in a row. Browns popped for 4.7 or better. Why not make it 4 in a row? Chicago's now giving up 5.3 a carry overall, only 2 teams worse. Bears gave up 2 touchdowns, 71 yards to Derrick Henry, 43 yards and 10.8 per try to Keaton Mitchell on 4 attempts, 53 yards to Huntley, so not a good day versus the run, which fits their Peter Griffin body of work.
Bounces it out and back and just finds wide open highway all the way to the pylon.
But what would all of that been had Chicago been up 14-0 at the end of 1 quarter instead of 6-0? Chicago still waiting for Caleb Williams to play the role of game-changing quarterback. Lots of yards last week, but no touchdowns, a 77 rate, got picked off.
Williams has time, downfield, intercepted, and the Ravens come up with the big play.
Caleb's rating under 83 of his last 4 games, INTs in 3 of his last 4, and only 2 TDs in that span. The team last week 1 for 3 in the red zone. They keep kicking field goals in spots they need to be scoring touchdowns in.
Williams searching, throwing, incomplete, game over. Yeah, bizarre.
Now, that was their first game under 21 points, had hit at 25-plus during their 4-game win streak. 2 of those wins, though, could have easily gone the other way. The narrative and feeling surrounding Williams would be much different if they were sitting at 2-5. And Baltimore's defense and secondary had made everyone look like a superstar up until last week. So is Cincinnati's, though, so another crack at it for Caleb.
Boy, thought about it, now tosses to the end zone, and he's got Taylor.
Bengals defense gave up 39 points in 3 quarters to a Jets team that hadn't scored a touchdown in 9 straight quarters. They've given up 27-plus points in every week save week 1. Justin Fields was on the bench after back-to-back horrendous showings. Then the Bengals secondary gives up a 99 rate to him on 240-plus yards. Didn't pick him off, let him lead a dramatic comeback.
Fields does indeed look right, goes towards the end zone. It is caught.
Their play against the pass in 2025 is bad as Chicago's, and they don't have a pass rush, especially without Trey Hendrickson, who tried to go last week but got hurt again. Didn't sack Fields once on 32 pass attempts, only hit him once. He's a guy that took 9 sacks in 1 game a few weeks earlier.
Look at how much time in a critical down that Justin Fields has. No panic, be calm.
Caleb only took 1 sack in their loss, didn't face much pressure, that wasn't his problem, and neither was Rome Odunze, who went for 115 yards.
He'll throw it. It's complete for a first down. Rome Odunze.
DJ Moore racked up 73.
Williams step and throw, and he hits his man over the middle, DJ Moore.
No one else with 40 yards. Rookie tight end Colston Loveland, a career-high 38 because Cole Kmet was out hurt. DeAndre Swift, 26 receiving yards, 45 on the ground with a score.
Bears finally get the touchdown they've been looking for all day.
Swift had carried their offense in their last 2 wins with 100-plus rush yard games. Bengals defense gave up 133 yards to Breece Hall on 7.4 per carry, 2 touchdowns. Also gave up a 50-yard run to Isaiah Davis, giving up 254 rush yards, 6.9 a run to the Jets overall. When you factor in how New York's offense looked coming in, it makes Cincinnati's defensive showing one of the worst you'll ever see.
Back to the ground game. This is Hall. The shiftiness. Hall's got a first down and more.
Rubber match time. These 2 teams tied at 6 all time. Bears on a 3-game win streak versus the Bengals. Let's hope they recreate their 1992 meeting in some form or fashion.
Darren Lewis helped the Bears build a 21-7 lead, but Chicago mistakes gave the Bengals every opportunity to scratch back.
Go. Still on his feet at the 5. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Great second effort by Ball.
15. Lewis breaks through, spinning to the 25. Cuts it back left 30.
Twice the Bears built 14-point leads, and twice the Bengals came back. And with a minute to go, they had a last-ditch chance to tie.
Ryerson looking, throwing into the end zone, and tipped to the air. Caught! And placed down and booted. It's high enough. It's deep enough. It's goal! That's it. It's all over.